Okay, so the NBA is just going through a crazy time right now. Hell, it's been going through a bunch of crazy moments like since the pandemic. And what could get any crazier than this whole illegal gambling issue where I think if I'm not mistaken, I think there's been 30 arrests made for some of the players, including Chauncey Billups, former Pistons, was he a guard? Was part of that 2004 title against the Lakers. You know, Shaq and Kobe. You know, he was with Rasheed, Rip Hamilton, and Big Ben, right? And what was it? Tayshaun Prince, yeah, was a really good defender against Kobe. But also, and current Blazers head coach as well. He is one of the 30 to get arrested. And also, what else? Hold on, hold on. Sorry, I'm not thinking right now. I was gonna say, yeah, and also Terry Rozier has been cleared, and then what's this? Did it take too long or what? Come on. Sorry. Because this light takes so fucking long. Damn it. Oh, you see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, I never intend on making these stupid mistakes, but it just happens. So even if I criticize people for making stupid mistakes, and I'm sorry, like some things just get so tricky to where, like, for example, the red light takes too long. I could have gone, but I hesitated. I'm not sure I'm not the only fucking one that goes through moments like that. I mean, after all, everybody makes stupid mistakes, right? I'm not the only one, but I'm pretty sure there's been some other people that made stupider mistakes than me. I mean, I'm not pointing out no names and shit like that, but I'm just saying, everybody makes stupid mistakes. I don't want anyone here to question me about my quote unquote mental health. All right, I'm a goddamn human being. Like Nathan said, this is where I praise Nathan because he's that guy who sees, even like at my extreme worst, he sees me as not just as a close friend of 20 years. Shout out to our friendship. I've known Nathan since 2005 when we had calculus class and all that. What grade did I have in that class? I think I had was it a D or a C? I mean, I know calculus was really hard. If you thought, you know, pre-cal was not hard at all, but it wasn't that hard. But damn, calculus is it's a lot of problem solving, a lot of just inputting formulas to solve these certain problems, this and that. I understand if you're going to be an engineer, if you're going to major in engineering, you got to deal with a lot of equations like this, I suppose. But not for me, man. I can only go as far as pre-cal, and that's that. But yeah, shout out to our friendship. It's been 20 years since we met. We met in 2005, right? But yeah, just to quickly, let's say, like, I think Nathan definitely understands me as a human being. So I gotta give him props for that, because he knows how I've been, and I know guys like Russ, Abbas, Eugene, and for the most part, they're still standing by my side, even if at my extreme worst. So they know I'm a human being as well. You know, I wish some of these other friends that I lost can see me as a human being too. Regardless of what the hell I've said or this and that, right? But goddamn, I make mistakes. Everybody makes goddamn mistakes. All right. I was waiting for that light. Sometimes these red lights take way too long. Like after the cars on the other side, like across from me, if they make a left turn, then usually like after like a couple seconds, the green light would happen. But I guess I took way too long, and then it's like, that's not my fault. That's just sometimes you just never know what traffic light you're gonna come across. So it is what it is, dude. anyways, sorry to kind of lose track here. I did mention about these crazy arrests that were made in the NBA. Now, that's not going to be my topic. As far as that, I already listened to enough of that. It's just going viral right now. All over the internet, and even with some of the guys that I listen to, that I subscribe to, that already talked about this in great detail, and making many references as to why the NBA is this and that. I'm going to focus more on the fact that the love of the NBA has just lost its love for the game. Yes, I'm talking about the love for the game. This may sound like a challenging topic, but I'm gonna discuss it the best way that I could. The NBA has lost its love for the game. When you have guys like Tim Duncan, Kobe, God rest his soul, MJ, Larry Bird, Magic, Dwayne Wade, Shaq, Melo, KG, all of these guys are notable stars, right? Whether they take pay cuts or not, even if they do, these are the guys that don't give a damn. Tim Duncan taking the pay cut, he doesn't care because he wants to win. These are the guys that want to win. They're all about winning championships. Shout out to these guys. And even if they don't win championships, they play to win. They play to compete, to give it their all. It's all about the game. It's all about the love for the game. For Christ's sake, where is that today? A lot of these players are, we're still in this load management era to the point where now all these, there's just more small rule changes that are just annoying as hell. Thanks to goddamn silver dollar, who a lot of us, or if not all of us, who are real basketball fans like myself, want him to retire. I mean, come on, man. Like, how much worse can things get? As if things aren't already bad enough with the way that the refs are officiating games sometimes, or most times rather. And now we get these whole, the betting of such games has just gone way too far, man. If you it can get addicting to some people, but I just can never really get into a betting like that. Okay, yes, I've done it before, but I don't take it seriously like these other guys do. For example, they'll try to bet let's say how many points will Steph score. So I'll score 35 or so, and how many rebounds will this player get, or how many steals will get this player get? Will Joel Embiid get a triple-double, this and that? I mean, come on, man. For me, it's just about the fun, and this is why I really don't get into gambling like that. I mean, every time I go to Vegas, I'm all about just the adventure, and not really all about gambling like that. I get it, it's Sin City, but for me, I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather spend $100 on things that are worth my time, like Halloween stickers. Oh, okay. I still can't believe I spent $92, but hey, it's all worth it, man. Amari, my coworker, really enjoyed seeing all my horse stuff there. I know that's not going to qualify for the cubicle contest, but what the hey, it's all in for the fun, right? Anyways, so look, man, it's hold on for a second, sorry about that. It's the love for the NBA has just been lost. Like, a lot of these players, you can see why the All-Star games these last few years have just been atrocious. It's like none of these All-Stars give a damn on the floor. Like, all you're doing is just jacking up threes and half-court shots left and right, uncontested layups, just like they all just watching, dude. It's like a Globetrotter show at times, But look, and now look what's happened. Is this gonna serve as a red flag for all these guys, like players, coaches, even fans themselves, like myself, you know, as far as like, you know, getting back to the old ways of, you know, where we love the game, this and that. Like, you know, I'm not gonna really say what Terry Rozier did. I know he just totally lost his mind. I don't know. That led them to this whatever, right? But the NBA now is just not. It's just not normal. It's abnormal. It's abnormal in the sense that this load management era exists, and you have, you know, you even got fans who are just, you know, they just, well, for one thing, some players are just they're just really too sensitive at what the fans say. Like, you know, just because they heckle them, then they're gonna go after them. They try to get them, you know, kicked out of the stands here and there. And when it comes to the fans themselves, you know, I just heard one of the segments last night. I don't know where I listened to. What was it? Like, this fan was upset because his favorite player that he sees on the floor didn't get this many points, this and that. This is where we're at with the NBA, dude. It's just that bad. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure most of these NBA players who are sane enough, they can, you know, they can ignore all this and just stick to what they do. But like for now to see these crazy arrests have been being made, I mean, damn, it just goes to show like how far, you know, sports betting has gone. You know, I don't ever believe in a sports betting book. Okay, I don't, even an online sports book, betting book, whatever you call it, dude. Like, for me, I just play basketball for fun. I watch basketball for fun. As fans, we watch the games for fun. Okay? I mean, what more do you want us to do? Like, I mean, if you gotta gamble for the life of you, go to a goddamn casino. You don't gotta bet for games. If you want your favorite player to win, your favorite team to win, then cheer for them. This is, we just lost this, you know, the traditional ways are just gone for the NBA, dude. I'm serious. Like, this is where the NBA is at. And, you know, I don't know if the NFL is doing the same thing or some of the other leagues. For all I know, I think the NBA, and because I have followed it closely as the most watched sport, you know, since in the 2000s, you know, it's just this is where we have gone to as far as you know, the way that the fans treat the game and all that. And, you know, I know there's fans that are trying to watch some of their favorite stars, and all of a sudden they don't show up because of a quote unquote pinky injury, or, you know, some kind of minor injury that they can't even freaking, like, this is where we're at, dude. If you're in the league, of course you get paid. Players get paid. They get paid thousands, millions. So why bother dealing with all these extra, like the whole thing with Kawhi? I don't know. That dude's way too greedy. And so is that goddamn Clippers owner, Steve Ballmer. You know what I'm saying? But this is where we're at. The love of the game has been lost. It's no longer about the love of the game. It's all about sponsorships, endorsements. You know, players play for endorsements, this and that. Players play for whatever the fans, you know, bet for, like these certain number of stats, this and that. Even to the point where now even some of the players are just, you know, some of them are just betting, you know, themselves or what have you. I don't know, dude. All the simplicity in the NBA has just been lost. And now we're to a point where this fool, Adam Silver, says it's a highlight-based league. Yeah, I'm blaming everything on him, man. Yeah? Say what you want about LeBron. Adam Silver is the main cause of all of this. But this is why now, like, you know, that this is why, like, the league is just never going to be the same. And until he gets out, then, you know, the NBA is just going to be as abnormal as it is. All right, peace.